Wall Street is proposing substantial pay rises in exchange for building a crypto army. Firms are expanding their crypto research and trading operations, and offering wage increases of up to 50% for comparable professions to attract expertise, recruiters say. When Bitcoin came onto the scene more than a decade ago, Wall Street leaders scoffed. They're already offering attractive incentives to crypto recruits, building an army of fanatics within the typically conservative sphere. According to Revelio Labs, which scrapes LinkedIn for data, some of the largest banks and financial organizations have added over 1,000 crypto-related roles since 2018. JP Morgan Chase & Co., Wells Fargo & Co., and Goldman Sachs Group Incorporated are among companies that increased recruiting as demand for rapidly growing virtual currencies grew. The growth of Wall Street's legions reflects an uneasy and at times contentious relationship with Bitcoin. Banks mainly remained silent as Bitcoin values soared to new heights and experienced periodic falls. Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan Chase, described it as worthless in October, after deeming it a fraud in 2017. However, growing global acceptability and client demand have eroded organizations' opposition, prompting them to expand research teams and trading desks, and, according to recruiters, to give price boosts of up to 50% for comparable tasks in order to attract talent. Banks cannot afford to take the risk that their clients would seek these services elsewhere, therefore they must expand, said Alan Johnson, managing director of Wall Street pay firm Johnson Associates. This is a significant asset, a significant opportunity, and they require personnel quickly. They are willing to pay a high price. According to Revelio Labs, Citigroup Incorporated and Morgan Stanley were among those adding workers. The majority of firms either declined to comment on the data or give hiring statistics, or did not reply to requests for comment. Citigroup stated in a statement that clients are becoming increasingly interested in cryptocurrency and that the bank is closely monitoring developments in light of variables such as regulation. However, there are indications of effort elsewhere. Separate LinkedIn data revealed that the number of employees who added a new crypto-related position to their accounts this year through September has already topped last year's total. According to the research, which questioned 12 financial firms, the amount has tripled since 2015. And, as financial organizations expand their workforces, they face competition from technology and crypto firms, competition that is exacerbated by a scarcity of individuals with both sorts of experience, recruiters said. This means that a crypto career can be lucrative, with a related post in a bank commanding 20% to 30% salary premium over a comparable position at the same organization, according to Johnson. That figure might grow to 50% for more senior positions like as research or trading heads, he said. According to Revelio Labs, crypto professionals at financial firms get an average wage rise of roughly 9% in their new employment compared to their old ones. Nonetheless, there are reasons to use caution while dealing with the assets. Federal regulators are considering a wide crackdown on crypto businesses, while China, which already prohibits banks from supplying crypto-related services, prohibited cryptocurrency transactions in September. In response to the crackdown, some Bitcoin miners relocated their operations outside the nation. Bank of America, for example, is planning to expand its newly formed crypto research team in the future, according to Ulkesh Shah, the unit's leader. The group was formed in July in response to client inquiries about how to invest in the assets, Shah explained in an interview. The industry and technologies have grown too large to ignore, he explained. This ecosystem will generate substantial value, and we want to ensure that clients understand how that value is generated. The bank's action reflects a shift in traditional finance's attitude towards Bitcoin, which has surged in value over the last year to a record high in October. Dimon, who later apologized for his fraud statements, stated in October that he would always follow his clients' interests regardless of his own. Morgan Stanley CEO James Gorman, who reportedly once described Bitcoin as completely weird, has stated that it is not a fad. In September, Gorman's bank named Sheena Shah to manage a new crypto research team, while JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs began providing cryptocurrency futures trading. MasterCard Incorporated recently announced a partnership with banks to make it easier for banks to give Bitcoin incentives on their credit and debt cards. In crypto, we're living in the golden age of Wall Street, said Michael Bucella, general partner at crypto investment firm Block Tower Capital. Capital Markets 2.0 is in its infancy. Bombardment of headhunters. At both banks and cryptocurrency companies, the hiring process appears to be accelerating. Within the last week or two, we've been inundated with headhunters looking for crypto traders to join hedge funds and larger banks, Justin Schmidt, head of strategy at crypto trading engineering startup Talos and a former Goldman Sachs employee, said last month. Working at a crypto firm may provide lifestyle benefits not often associated with Wall Street, as well as the opportunity to acquire a share in anything, according to Elsie Brown Russell, who was the firm's first recruit on the product and technology team. Regardless of the competition, Wall Street is strengthening. Scott Wilk, who worked in cryptocurrency prior to joining venture capital firm Imaginary, cited all these huge institutions that were anti-crypto. However, he continued, in the meantime, you learn that they were surreptitiously conducting research in the background, anticipating that there will come a day when it would be okay to say you're in crypto.
We hope you enjoyed watching and listening to this video. Please let us know your opinion in the comments area below. If you found our content useful, please like it and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for more crypto-related contents.